boys and girls. It's Miss Mindy, and today I am going to read you a book called Woolbur. But before I read you the story, I am going to tell you the definitions of some words. So our vocab words today are, there's one that's shearing, and that means to cut the wool or hair off of a sheep. It's kind of like getting a haircut for a sheep. Another one is carding. So carding is like combing a sheep's hair and getting it clean and getting all the tangles out, just like combing your hair. And then the last word is forelock. And that is hair right in front of the forehead right here. It's like bangs on a person. And sheep have hair right here, kind of between their ears, and it's called a forelock. Now, we're going to read Woolbur. Woolbur had a little trouble with the herd today, said Mom. Said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I don't want to stand still with the sheep, said Woolbur. I ran with the dogs instead. But those dogs are half wild, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? They'll run circles around you, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. I think Ma and Pa were a little worried. Woolbur had a little trouble in the shearing barn today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I don't want to shear my wool, said Woolbur. Being woolly feels nice. But it's springtime, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Your wool is so long, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Woolbur had a little trouble carding wool today, said Ma. What happened? Said Pa. I carded my own wool, said Woolbur. No more tangles. Look how poofy he is. Here, I'll hold it closer so you can see. But sheep don't card wool on their bodies, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? You look so different, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Woolbur had a little trouble spinning today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I rode around the spinning wheel, said Woolbur. It was fun. But spinning is not supposed to be fun, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Your yarn is all loopy, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Look, there's Woolbur spinning around the spinning wheel. He just likes to have fun and do things a little different. Woolbur had a little trouble dyeing wool today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. Instead of dyeing the yarn, I dyed myself, said Woolbur. I like experimenting. You look unbelievable, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? It will never wash out, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool, you guessed it, all night long. Woolbur had a little trouble weaving today, said Ma. What happened? Asked Pa. I put my head in the loom, said Woolbur, to weave my forelock. But that's not what you were shown, said Pa. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? It's unheard of, said Ma. I know, said Woolbur. Isn't it great? Look at he's got his hairs all weaved. Don't worry, said Grandpa. But Ma and Pa pulled on their wool all night long. Finally, Ma and Pa took Woolbur aside and said, You must follow the flock, dear. It is what we sheep do. From now on, you will stay with the herd like everyone else. You will shear wool like everyone else. You will card wool like everyone else. You will spin wool like everyone else. You will dye wool like everyone else. You will weave wool like everyone else. Oh, said Woolbur. He thought and thought all night long. Look at, there he is. He's on his bed thinking. And from then on, he taught everyone to run with the dogs, to let their wool grow, to card their own wool, to spin crazy yarn, and to experiment with color, and to weave their forelocks. He taught everyone to be like him. Ma and Pa put their heads in their hooves and sighed. Woolbur does not think like we do, said Ma. I know, said Pa. Now everyone looks like Woolbur and acts like Woolbur, said Ma. I know, said Pa. How will we ever find him? Don't worry, said Grandpa. The end. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that silly story, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.